All right, guys, here we are. It is the weekend finally, and like I said, now I have a little bit of time to really appreciate the car. I've driven it twice now, of course, driving it home from the dealership, and then I drove it to work on Friday. That was an interesting experience. It was really awesome. Got really used to how the car drives and in different traffic, a little bit of stop and go traffic, and you know how it cruises, things like that. I can tell you this: there is so much technology in this car. It's going to take a long time to really get used to everything, but man, this car is awesome. But first, you get to see cold start using the remote on this 2021 Corvette Z51. So it has the performance exhaust. Here we go. There it is, guys, a 2021 Corvette Z51. This thing is just awesome. Yes, that was the stock performance exhaust that comes with the car. It's right now just kind of sitting over there in sport mode. Sounds awesome. I mean, it sounds amazing. For a factory exhaust setup, it's just fantastic. So let's go look at the car. This color is ceramic matrix gray, and it kind of looks white. You know, it kind of looks white on the naked eye here, but if you really pay close attention, especially if you compare it against another white car, it is definitely gray. It's a different color. It's more of a, almost like a metallic white, but it is just an incredible color. One of the reasons why I wanted this color was because it shifts colors in different lights. So like right now, from where I'm standing anywhere, it looks pretty gray. When I was standing in the garage, it looked white because I was standing in a darker setting, but now I'm in the sunlight. I'm in the shadow now, but I'm looking at this direct sunlight. It definitely looks gray. It's just such a beautiful car. I cannot believe that it turned out exactly how I expected it to and how I wanted it, but it's just unreal once you actually get it here. So here's a comparison. That car right there, that's my Volvo. That car right there is white. So, I mean, you can kind of look at them a little bit, you know, Fender ceramic matrix gray versus a white Toyota RAV4. They're very different when you actually compare them side by side. All right, so let me go show you the interior because I absolutely love this interior. That's right, guys, red seats on this interior. Just an absolutely incredible option that you can get at no cost on these Corvettes. And not only is it red seats, I mean, red seats is one thing, but it also comes with red stitching on the steering wheel, on the dash, everywhere else, on the doors. Comes with the red stripe right here on the steering wheel as well. It's just an incredible option, and it's just included. If you get black, for example, if you get a black interior, you get black seats, you don't get the red stripe on the steering wheel. You actually do get stitching. It's like a grayish colored stitching, which I know some people are dyeing that gray stitching different colors, maybe red or yellow or blue or whatever color maybe their exterior of the car is. So that is cool that you can customize it that way, but it doesn't come from the factory that way. So this comes from the factory with the red stitching all the way down to even a stitching on the floor mats. Really awesome option, and I love that it's no extra cost. So speaking of no cost, let's go over the options I have on this car. So this is a 2021 Corvette Stingray, right? I mean, in 2021, they're only making the Stingray. There's no Z06 yet, nothing like that. So that's kind of the base spec of it. They all come with the dual clutch transmission. They all come with the Targa top, the removable roof panel. This is not a convertible. This is a coupe. And with this, you know, it famously had a base price in 2020 of only $59,995 or something like that, just under $60,000. Of course, for 2021, this is a second half of the year model. They increased the price early in 2021 to $60,995, so a $1,000 price increase, which I think everybody expected. I knew I was going to get, if I was going to get a 2021, it's going to be a second half model, and that's fine. It is what it is. So $60,995 is the base price for this car. On top of that, I only selected 3 options. Again, this red interior comes at no extra charge. The ceramic matrix gray, as incredible of a color as it is, it's metallic, it shifts color, it's very unique, it's rare. There's no extra charge for ceramic matrix gray. It blows my mind that I can get ceramic matrix gray on the exterior, red on the interior, have this killer custom look at no extra charge. Absolutely incredible. I don't know how more people are not speccing out their C8s with this color combo, but I absolutely love it. It's perfect. Now, the options I selected, you probably noticed from the spoiler and of course the performance exhaust, this is a Z51 package. Now, a lot of people might complain and say, you don't need a Z51 if you're not going to take it to the track. And I may take it to the track. I don't know. I may not. I'm not like a track rat that I'm going there every month or something like that. But this is the kind of car where I may find a track day event and go to it once or twice. But regardless of that, I got the Z51 for a couple of reasons. First of all, it does add quite a few options. If you got all of the options that the Z51 package comes with independently, there's no way you could do it for $6,000, and that was the price of the Z51 package. So Z51 package, that comes with the front lip spoiler, the rear spoiler, it comes with a performance exhaust, it comes with a performance Brembo brakes on all 4 corners, better than the stock brakes. It comes with better suspension, harder, stiffer suspension, but to me that's better, especially when you're driving a performance car, right? Even if you're driving it out on the street. If you're gonna go out in the hill country where I live and go around some of these corners, you wanna take them as hard as you can, and that's really what I've really wanted out of this car, out of the Z51. Also gives you the ability to lower the car. The coilovers that come with it, only the Z51 without the front lip. You can lower the car really with no modifications. You do have to have a special wrench in order to do it, but no modifications and you can lower it. I plan on doing that. So that was it. And of course there's other performance upgrades like different gearing and things like that. The gearing, for example, you can't just go to a normal shop and buy a part online and change the gear ratio like you get here on the Z51. So there's a few options that really are only available in an affordable way if you get the Z51. Not only that, it's going to have better resale value. Things like the Z51 package are high resale value items that do come up on Kelley Blue Book and NADA and all these other areas where you can spec out what a used car is worth. So the other options are that I got the carbon flash rear mirrors and rear spoiler. So you can see right here, this mirror is carbon flash. So carbon flash is kind of this metallic black color that's on all the accents on the car. Normally those would be the color of the car, so they would have been ceramic matrix gray had I not gotten the option. And same with the rear spoiler in the back that you probably cannot see right from this view. That would normally be the color of the car, and of course it's carbon flash as well. So that was only a $100 option. So for $100 I can get that black and that black, which is what I would have wanted to do anyway if I was designing the car. So if I was gonna aftermarket go get parts to replace it, get vinyl, get paint, something like that, it costs way more than $100. Such a killer deal. The only other option I got, the third option I got, it was kind of a last minute addition, is I got the battery tender that comes with the car. You can order it from Chevy when you buy the car, it's $100. If you get it aftermarket, I think the parts department sells it for $125. There's places online that'll sell it anywhere between, I've seen it like $95 up to $150. I just said, you know what, throw it in now because I don't want to forget it later and end up paying more, and plus tax and shipping and all that stuff. So I ended up getting it with the car. So that is a $100 line item on the window sticker. So really those 3 options. You got the Z51, that's $6,000. You've got the carbon flash mirrors and spoiler, $100, and the battery tender, which is $100, for a grand total of only $67,200. So I got this car, this killer mid-engine, dual clutch transmission, removable top, 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds car in this killer color combo for $67,000. Absolutely mind-blowing. I cannot believe it. And of course, as everyone knows, anyone who's trying to go buy one right now secondhand and doesn't want to wait 13 months like I did, this car, even with the 1LT base packaging, would still probably sell for $90,000 instant. So after tax and everything, it was out the door $72,000 or so. It would have been absolutely instant profit if I just turned it around and sold it to someone else for $90,000. I'm not going to do that, of course. However, I mean, it's crazy to think that you drive a car off the lot and it actually goes up in value. I've personally never had that situation, so that is just an incredible feeling. Not that it's going to last, don't get me wrong, it's not going to actually keep going up in value, because they've made about 40,000 of these cars at the time they made mine. There's going to be hundreds of thousands of these that are going to be sold over the next few years all over the world, and it's not like the Ford GT where they're going to make 1,000 of them maybe, and that's it. Or even the old Ford GT, which is about 3,300, something like that. They made not even close. They're gonna make hundreds of thousands of these C8 mid-engine sports cars. All right, guys, we're gonna go over some of the things I see here in the cockpit so you guys can feel it as well. So this is a 1LT package, which is the base package. There's 1LT, 2LT, 3LT. 1LT is the base. That means it comes with not tons and tons of extra electronics, but it really comes with everything you need. So it does not come with the heads-up display, does not come with the navigation or the PDR, does not come with the heat seaters or the coolers, and a few other things. Does not come with the electronic mirror, which I am definitely getting used to, having that mirror go through the rear glass. It's not crazy different than obviously other mid-engine cars I've driven, but just getting used to it in normal traffic is going to take a little bit of time. Plus, I learned at night that the rear view mirror bounces off the interior glass right here, and then it reflects the dash this. So this I can see a reflection of right in the corner right there, and that's really annoying. So I don't know, I'll just get used to it, and I'm not going to drive the car a ton at night anyway, but it's sort of annoying, but it is what it is. So what you get here is you don't get the nav, you don't get some of those things. You do get wireless Apple CarPlay, so super cool option. As soon as I get in, it hooks to my phone automatically. I don't need to plug anything in, nothing like that. Navigation comes up, so it works perfectly. This is the dashboard. Dashboard is killer. I mean, it's awesome, all the different options you have here. Plus right down here is the mode selector. So watch, I can flip this and it goes into, it's in tour mode now, sorry. Then it goes into sport mode. You can see how it changes some of the settings of the car when you change modes. So you have the steering, engine, shift, brake feel, and engine sound. That shows you the different exhaust note from the back. And then you can go into track mode, which different tachometer altogether. That's really awesome. It turns everything up on the settings. So let me listen to the exhaust here real quick. Yeah, so it turns the exhaust on high, I suppose you could say, and it sounds absolutely fantastic. So it's really awesome. I love this stock exhaust. After hearing a couple of other people that have it, and then now having this, driving it around a little bit, I actually don't think I'm gonna replace the catback exhaust. If I do something with the exhaust, I'll probably change the headers and the cats, which I think really gives it the beefiest addition, while still being able to keep the mode selecting exhaust. So I can still have the quiet and the loud and things like that. So that's a really cool option that you can do, because this catback exhaust is actually pretty awesome. Sounds really, really good. So I don't want to lose the valves, but we'll see what we do. I'm not even sure if I'm going to do exhaust on it anyway. And then let's see, so that's track mode. And then I can scroll back over here. So there's this thing called My Mode, where I can select and make modifications all I want. So if I want to turn the exhaust down, so now it's in stealth. So now it's super quiet. I can't even hear it out there. I can hear the AC in here, but I can't hear the exhaust out there. Or, oh, hold on. Let's go back to, it goes to weather mode, sorry. So weather mode, everything's turned down, just, so you don't spin out and go crazy. But anyway, back here, edit on My Mode, turn up the exhaust. Let me hear it turn the AC off. All right, there we go. Listen carefully. So that's stealth. All right. All right, or turn that all the way up. See, idle's a little louder and it's quite a bit deeper. So super, super awesome option. You can change out all these tiles here on the dash. Really awesome. Steering wheel is fantastic. I love the octagon shaped steering wheel. I don't know if you call it that, like a squircle, whatever you want to call it. A lot of names for that. Here's the paddle shifters right there, up, down. I used the manual mode on Friday. It works fantastic. It's really cool. I would say what's really interesting, and I did not expect this. So this transmission is very similar to the transmission that's in the new Ford GT. You know, I think same manufacturer, very similar model, same 8-speed, everything. I would argue this transmission is faster, just as it shifts faster than the Ford GT. Maybe I'm just used to the different ways the Ford GT drives, and the dynamics of it is different than this, and maybe it's just because it's V8 and it's a little louder and deeper, that the blips are they just seem insanely fast. Faster than, you know, something like a Ford GT, which you would think would have probably one of the fastest transmissions out there, considering it's a friggin' race car. But man, it's just absolutely awesome. It's got a whopping 74 miles on the car right now. That's it. So anyway, this is absolutely killer. I cannot wait to drive this car even more. Let me get you guys a good shot of the engine bay back here. So there's a lot of options you can do for enhancing the appearance of the engine bay. I did not do any of those. Of course, one of the great things about the Corvette, ever since I think the C4 models, is unless you got the FRC coupe of the C5s, or you got a Z06 of the C6s, every other coupe version of the Corvette has a removable Targa top. Really awesome. So it's got 2 latches up here and this latch right here, and you got to roll the windows down like I have, and then just start popping it up, and then you can put it in the trunk. I'm going to do that for you. So, and just like that, guys, you have a convertible basically. So it's not like the hardtop convertible that folds down automatically. However, I mean, now you basically have an open air coupe that you get to drive around in. So it's a really, really awesome feature. Again, the C6 I had it. This has it now, and really any coupe that you have has it. Even the C7s, if you got the ZR1 and the Z06, still had the removable hardtop, which was super cool. So I'm assuming when the Z06 comes out for the C8, it'll probably have it as well. We'll see. I will guess they will include at least a hardtop convertible in the C8, just to compete with the McLarens and some of these others that have super high-end hypercars and still have a hardtop convertible at the same time. I think that's the plan for the new Z06. So just an awesome, awesome look. Here's the deal, guys. Today it's 95 or so, super humid. Sun is directly on me, and it is really hot in here. So I'm going to put the top right back on, but I did want to at least show you how it works, which leads me to something that I want to do in future videos. Of course, just after experiencing this car for a couple days, I wanted to go over some of the things that I really love about the car, and maybe some of the things I hate about the car. Yes, I know that is an old and ripped off concept, but at least maybe I'll give you guys some insight on maybe what you should do if you're planning on ordering one, and maybe what I learned from ordering, what parts I decided to get or not get, and why, and if those were good decisions, things like that. And then some of the weird quirks with this car. There are a lot of quirks on some future content, so definitely stick around for some future videos for that. But I got to put this top on. It is super hot. All right, guys, let's talk about some of the modifications and the plans I have for this car in the future. I don't have tons and tons planned. I'm not going to twin turbo or do anything crazy. You know, they have the ECU lockdown on this thing, so I'm not going to do anything weird about trying to just greatly modify the engine, anything like that. I'm going to keep it a little light, and this is just a fun car for me. It's not, I'm not going to go trying to win any drag races or make this a true dedicated track car. So what I plan on doing is mostly appearance items. I'll probably put something into the exhaust, maybe intake, something like that, a little bit for the performance, just to get a little bit better driver experience out of the car. But really, otherwise, I want to just make it look good, want to make it feel good, want to make it look like it is just the amazing supercar that it really is. So a couple things I do plan on probably getting a new front lip. Comes with the Z51 lip, which I think adds a little bit of looks to the front of the car. However, I plan on getting something that's a little lower and more aggressive. Maybe they have a couple of different options that are OEM-like. I'm not sure if I'll get that. A part of me wants to get carbon fiber because it looks fantastic, and I think it'd look really good on this color, but a part of me doesn't want to get carbon fiber because, I mean, it's a front lip. I mean, I'm driving this around on public streets here in Texas, and you know, damaging a carbon fiber front lip is a lot more expensive than damaging this little plastic lip, where if I do, I can replace one of those pieces for like 50 bucks. If I spend $1,000 on a carbon fiber lip and I just get a little crack in it, that's $1,000 new piece I gotta get. I also plan on doing something with this spoiler. I'm not really sure what. So this Carbon Flash C51 spoiler looks really cool. I do love it, but at the same time, it's not quite aggressive enough for me. I wanna do something that's a little more aggressive and stands out a little more. I have the same argument here with the carbon fiber. So carbon fiber, you know, those started around, I don't know, $1,000 for a decent looking spoiler. Then they go up even more. I don't know. I thought about getting a high wing spoiler. The OEM high wing spoiler is about $1,000 plus installation and everything. You can get aftermarket one for like $600, but it's not quite the same quality. I don't really know what to do. Right now, I plan on leaving that there. So if anyone has a lead on maybe, I don't know, either something that's a composite, maybe not carbon fiber, but a composite plastic kind of material that's painted carbon flash or something like that, that is a ducktail spoiler of some sort, or like a wicker bill type spoiler of some sort, not a wing, but just comes off the edge. Let me know. Let me know if you know of anyone that's developing one. There's a couple of companies out there that have carbon fiber ducktail spoilers, but those carbon fiber ones are crazy expensive, and I just don't know if I need carbon fiber. Now, if I get the carbon fiber front lip, then I might want the carbon fiber spoiler just to match. So I've got to figure that out, but I'm not ideally looking for carbon fiber on those two pieces because they're expensive. They have much more likelihood to be damaged and need to be replaced one day. And then once I get into the carbon fiber niche, I might feel like I need to get more like these boomerangs right here, or side skirts, things like that. I kind of want side skirts. That might be the last body modification I get. Probably front lip and spoiler would come before that. And then the biggest thing I plan on changing is the wheels. Now, I actually don't hate these wheels, right? These are the factory base $0 free wheels that come with the car. I actually don't hate them. However, I just wanted something different. And to me, there's no better way to really modify the appearance of a vehicle than with a new set of wheels. So I plan on getting different wheels. They're gonna be the same size, 19 in the front, 20 in the back, so I can keep the same tires. However, they're gonna be wider wheels and they're gonna look super killer. They're called like Black Ghost brushed, so they're going to be kind of a brushed aluminum color, but also with a dark tint. It is going to look really awesome. It's going to look dark, black in some lights, gray in others, silver in others. It's really awesome. So I'm going to have that along with the different shifting colors of the ceramic matrix gray paint. It's going to look awesome. I'm going to have this car be able to look like it's different cars in different lights. I'm going to have it look, you know, gray with black wheels in one light, white with silver wheels in a different light, and it's going to look really, really awesome. That's what I love about this color and the color of those wheels. I'm so glad that I got on the list to get a Stingray when I did. Because the weight is just crazy. It's bananas right now. I think even now, here it is July 2021, they're just starting to make the 2022s. I think they'll start building them in August or September. They just started making the orders for the 2022s here in July, and there's still a massive wait. Most dealers still have a wait of anywhere between 6 to 12 months. Plus, they just changed the allocation system. It's going to be different going forward, and everything's kind of up in the air, so there's a pretty good chance you're going to wait. So if you were hoping, like I kind of was at first, guilty, if you were hoping that after a few months you'd see some of these on a lot and be able to buy them at a discount, $2,000 or $3,000 off MSRP, and get it the same day, not going to happen. Not going to happen for a while. It's not going to happen in the used market for a while. So if you're on the fence about getting a C8 and you're just sitting there waiting for something to happen, at least I would recommend getting on a wait list at a dealer that you know gets quite a few allocations a year and actually sells it at MSRP. So make sure you get those things in writing whenever you go. Try to find also a dealer that doesn't need a deposit or doesn't require a whole bunch of stuff up front. This dealer that I got it from did not require a deposit to put down my name on the list. They actually didn't even require a deposit when I ordered the car in March. That blew my mind. I expected them to. And there are tons and tons of dealers all over the country that sell at MSRP. So don't get suckered into someone saying that, oh, you can't even order one at MSRP. That's not true. You can. It might take you a year to get it, but you can. So what is next? Well, I plan on making a lot more content with this car. The good news about this car and why I'm so excited about this car compared to some of the others in the garage, like the other GTs, is that this car, I can do anything I want to, and I can drive drive it all over the place, and I'm not worried about mileage. I'm not worried about the cost if something breaks. I'm not worried about the maintenance cost, things like that. I can drive it, I can do anything I want to it and not have to worry about any of that stuff because this car is just much more affordable. So I plan on doing a whole lot more content with this car than before. So what am I gonna do next? I don't even know yet. I gotta get used to the car a little bit. I do plan on making some awesome videos about things I find on the car, maybe a few events that I go to, maybe a few little adventures, you know, maybe seeing how much my car is worth if I take it to certain places that some people like to take their cars and get bids for, things like that. I would love to do some of those experiences with you guys. And so please do subscribe to the channel. Please like this video. If more you guys like this video, the more people will see the video. So that's why I'm asking you guys to like this video. So please subscribe. A whole lot more C8 content to come. So I'll go over all the different things that I plan on doing to the car. You know, when I change the spoiler, when I change the front lip, when I change the wheels, all of that, you will have videos of all of those things. But now I just gotta figure out how to drive this thing, and I'm gonna drive it again to work tomorrow. See, that's the beautiful thing. I can just drive this car to work and not have to worry about, oh man, am I gonna have to, you know, hide it from someone or have it parked outside for hours on end, or am I gonna have to worry about the bad roads that I have to drive down to get to work? I can drive this thing anywhere and not have to worry about any of those things. That is why I'm so excited about this from a content creation standpoint than the GTs. So guys, please do give me a subscribe and a like on this video. And I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I obviously enjoyed it. This has been one of the best experiences I've had in a very long time, ordering this car, waiting for the car, taking delivery of the car, and then just cleaning it here today and getting it ready for this video was a lot of fun. So guys, until that next time, adios.